NATO is officially cutting its reliance on US technology. They've chosen the Saab GlobalEye to replace their E-3 Sentry early warning fleet, ending Boeing's long dominance in the alliance's airborne surveillance. This strategic move shows Europe's defense industry is standing on its own. They're stepping away from US tech due to crazy high maintenance costs and the urgent need for sensors that can actually handle modern threats. Meanwhile, the US isn't really bothered by this. At almost the same time, the US decided to massively increase its operational F-15 fleet, proving that this tough fighter jet simply cannot be replaced by drones. Let's break down these two massive updates, starting with Europe. Built on the Bombardier Global 6500 business jet, the Saab GlobalEye completely changes how NATO monitors its airspace. This is a total shift from bulky mechanical radars to a highly precise, cutting-edge digital architecture. The heart of the GlobalEye is the Erieye ER radar, powered by GaN AESA technology. Unlike the E-3 Sentry's radar that physically rotates inside a giant dome, the Erieye ER is static. It directs signal beams electronically in milliseconds, giving instant data updates to lock onto and track highly maneuverable targets. This digital radar is built to detect objects with very small radar cross-sections. In modern warfare, spotting tactical drones, low-flying cruise missiles, and stealth jets is an absolute must. With a detection range of over 550 kilometers, the GlobalEye is a deadly multi-domain surveillance tool. In a single flight, it can simultaneously track high-altitude airspace, open oceans, and ground armor movements. Plus, this business jet's airframe can patrol non-stop for up to 11 hours. Its hourly operating cost is incredibly low, easily beating the fuel-hungry engines of the old Sentry fleet. NATO picking a Swedish manufacturer sends a clear geopolitical message. It's a huge blow to Boeing, which pushed the AE-7 Wedgetail as the natural successor. Europe's military is telling the world they now prefer open architecture systems and homegrown sensor tech, purposely breaking away from US supply chains. The UAE has already proven this system's worth in the Middle East with 5 units. Sweden officially ordered the S-106 variant to secure the Baltic Sea, and France wanted to replace their aging Gabriel intelligence fleet. On the Eastern Front, frontline states like Poland and Greece are closely watching this to boost their border sensors. While Europe focuses on its radar eyes, the US Air Force is quietly packing some aggressive firepower. In their 2027 defense budget draft, the Pentagon plans to double its fleet of F-15EX Eagle II interceptors. The original target of 129 jets has jumped to 267. This massive move starts with a request for $3 billion to fund an extra 24 units next year. This proves the USAF knows their frontline F-15 Strike Eagles are reaching their flight limits. This urgent upgrade is driven by harsh reality. The recent loss of 4 F-15Es in the Middle East is a wake-up call that decades-old hardware struggles in modern combat. But in the Pacific, a region full of wide-open oceans with nowhere to hide, heavy fighters without stealth like the F-15EX are actually essential. Yes, it has a massive radar cross-section, but that physical flaw hides its true purpose. The F-15EX is kept alive for one ultimate job: to act as an airborne missile truck with an insane payload capacity for long-range fights. Thanks to the Amber pylon system, the Eagle II can carry up to 13.5 tons of weapons, including 12 AMRAAM missiles in a single run. With twin engines hitting Mach 2.5, the F-15EX's lifespan is 20,000 flight hours. This firepower is backed by the AESA V1 radar, integrated directly with the EPWSS electronic warfare system. EPWSS filters, analyzes, and blasts decoy signals to instantly blind enemy air defenses. This boosts the jet's survival, letting it fire from a safe distance. That's exactly what makes the F-15EX so deadly. So, to wrap up the two stories we just covered, NATO's decision to acquire the Saab GlobalEye is a seriously sharp geopolitical move. Europe is intentionally breaking their long chain of dependency on American radar dominance. We all know that for decades, NATO's early warning umbrella has heavily relied on Boeing's E-3 Sentry aircraft. But right now, crazy high maintenance costs and restrictive American supply chain bureaucracy have pushed Europe to change course. Choosing Saab, a Swedish manufacturer, means Europe is building absolute independence for its airborne intelligence. They just don't want to be controlled by logistics from outside their continent anymore. On paper, the GlobalEye also offers a pure digital architecture that is way more precise and operationally efficient. There's no more giant mechanical radar dome weighing the plane down. This digital sensor system is specifically designed to integrate perfectly with today's modern European defense grid. Meanwhile, the US military's sudden move to double its orders for the F-15EX Eagle II actually reveals an interesting fact about modern warfare. Right now, the global military trend is definitely dominated by stealth fighter jets. Fifth-generation aircraft like the F-35 are definitely attractive for sneaking into enemy airspace undetected. But there's one thing no stealth technology can cheat, and that is ammo payload capacity. Stealth jets are forced to hide their missiles inside their internal bays so their bodies remain smooth against enemy radar reflections. As a result, the amount of weapons they can carry is incredibly small and limited, and this is exactly where the F-15EX takes on a role that simply cannot be replaced. So, what do you think about the news above? Let me know. All the information I provided previously is based on the following global news sources. You can check them directly to verify the news I've shared. Thanks.